Welcome to another awesome tutorial from Olatech Concept. My name is Obisheson Tobiloba. So in this course we are diving straight into practical and actions immediately. So we shall be starting up with a simple logo design, and we are going to design a logo for an hospital. Right here we will design a beautiful logo. So without much ado, let's dive straight into today's tutorial. Now for an hospital, the kind of logo that we are going to design. Now what will trigger us to design a logo is through the design brief. Now the design brief we have right here is telling us that this particular brand as an hospital, from the brief I got from the client, as an hospital word communicates caring art, as in the care. So the first element I'm going to consider is art. Okay, so let me add that here. Okay, art. Okay, so the next thing I will be thinking of is what? A cross. Like when you look at the Red Cross logo, those that do voluntary care, even during the war, always you see something like cross on their logo. So I'm going to be considering cross. Okay, so what other element should I be considering? Now the this hospital has three main phases. They have the library, the laboratory, that is the science laboratory section, and they have the scan section, and they also have the clinic section where the pregnant women are being delivered safely. So the main three parts that they have is that. So what I will be considering here is a shape that speaks about what, that will tell us that how this organization has three departments. So what do you think we should include? Oh, if my guessing is right, then a triangle is what we should be considering, because a triangle has just 3 points. So considering a triangle. So right here now I have considered the elements that I am going to use to design this graphic design. So what kind of color should I use? I already searched for the color to use. In the previous video I told us on how to get a perfect color for our logo designs and every other designs that we are doing. So here are the 5 color palettes that I will be using, of which I will be using at least maybe 2 or 3 of them at most. So whenever you are designing your graphic design, make sure you don't use too many colors. So the highest color you should use should be what? 3. So let's dive in straight away. So what I'll be doing now is I'll try a way to create my shapes. Okay, so let's start by creating the first item here, which is the art. So let's begin. So I'll click on my Eclipse tool and create a perfect circle by holding the control key and dragging. Okay, so I have that. So I'll easily duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D on my keyboard. So I'll duplicate this. So what I'm going to do next is I'll use the ruler. So the ruler is used to give you a guide when you are designing a shape or anything. Okay, so I'm going to make this to touch the edge of the ruler. Okay, so bring it down a little bit. Okay, they are much aligning, so I'm going to join them, move them closer like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to select the two of them together. Okay, so I'm going to click on word here. Okay, that's perfectly done. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in the polygon 2. So I'm going to reduce it to 3 to form a rectangle. So I'm going to click on this mirror 2 here vertically. Okay, so let me increase it a little bit. So I'm going to bring it down here. Okay, so I'm going to use another ruler here. Okay, so here we'll be aligning this triangle shape, ensure it's touching the edges here. So drag it here. Okay, so let me zoom in and check. It's not touching well. The bottom line is it should be touching the edges. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, then I'll convert it to curve. So the short key is Ctrl Q, then it will convert it to curves. So I'll click on the shape 2, then I'll highlight this place. I will click on this convert to curve, then I'll click on this minus sign here. Okay, so I'm going to group these two together and I'm going to wet them. Okay, now we have okay, let's see something. Let's reduce this a little bit. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Okay, let's make this a little bigger. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, wet. Okay, on this edge here, let's click on the shape 2 and right click on this, close curve. Okay, so we have our love shape right here. So reduce this a little bit. Then the next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to give this a lining, increase the line, the hairline. So let's give it like 4. Okay, so it will be thicker. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to bring out create a cross. Okay, so I'll be using the rectangle to create that. So drag this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to group them together.
Okay, so let me wet them. Okay, so I can give it any color I want. So bring my shape here. So the next shape I'm going to create now is let me bring out a circle, a perfect circle holding the control key. So I'm going to bring this here and scale it down by holding shift. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in now, increase this a little bit and give it an airline of 4 by pressing Ctrl 12 F12 I mean, sorry for that. So I'm going to give it 4 line behind the field, scale with object, scale with object. So I'm going to let's fill it with black first before we start selecting our colors. So I'm going to bring this here. So you hold down your right shift, you're right clicking on your mouse, then you drag it here and it will show you something like power clip. What power clip does is it takes an item and drop it into another item. So I'm going to power clip this inside. So I'm going to hold my control key and click on this shape. So it's going to take me in. So over here I can adjust the shape here. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, let's scale it down a little bit. Okay, so let's have it here. Okay, so out. Okay, so let's remove this. Okay, let's still leave it. Let's move on. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a rectangle, a triangle. You know, we said we create an arc, a cross, then a triangle. So now I will be creating a triangle. Click on the polygon, drag, then reduce this to 3. So we have a triangle. So I'm going to increase it like this. Okay, so I'm going to hold shift and drag in to reduce the size. So I'm going to bring this over here and increase it and ensure that and let me reduce it a little bit. Okay, so bring it like this. So all I want to do now is I want to make sure that it is in alignment. When you are designing a logo, ensure it is in great alignment, balancing. So I'm going to bring this ruler here, and that's what the ruler is going to do for us. So bring it to the center here. Let's zoom in very well. So as you can see, this is the center here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this triangle to this point. Okay, so I'm going to increase it a little bit, reduce it, let me reduce it a little bit. Okay, so then we have something like this. Then I'm going to give it an airline of 4 also. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in now. So the name of the hospital is Divine Faith Clinic. So I'm going to type here Divine define effects. Clean it. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over here. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick this and this, holding my shift key. Then I'm going to select those two and increase them. Okay, let me increase them a little bit. Okay, like this. So I'm going to click on this. Let's give it a font. So the font choice I'll be using, I would like to use Made Tommy. Okay, something good like this. So I'm going to increase the size. Let's say 16. 16 is looking kind of good. Okay, so I'm going to drag this here, holding, you right click, hold it down, press it down, then bring it like this somewhere here. Okay, you are going to see fit text to parts, so you just click on this. So okay, this line out here is overruling what is inside here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to apply that here. Okay, fit text to parts, something like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drag this down like this. So I'm going to click on this and this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take let me move this. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over here, reduce it a little bit. Okay, so it fits in also. Okay, so our logo is almost done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the initials of the logo, that is the first letters, that is D, F and C, and I'm going to fit it into these spaces that is being brought about by the triangle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come here and type D, okay, so I'm going to change this to Made Tommy extra bold. Okay, F, FC. Okay, so I'm going to bring the D over here. I'm going to bring the F over here, and I'm going to bring the C over here. So our logo is practically almost done. So the only thing we have to do now is to add in our color. So that's what we want to do now. So this art, I will be giving it the red color. So okay, where is it? Okay, so let's use the smart fill. Smart fill. Okay, smart fill is giving it an outline. Okay, let's bring this over here, duplicate this. So yeah, if you see, I'm trying to fill it with a color, but it's not working out because it is an organic shape. Okay, so what we are going to do now is I'm going to create an eclipse. Okay, so I'm going to fill it with this color right here. So I'm going to click here and pick this color, and drop it here. So I'm going to remove the outline, so I'm going to click and drop this inside here. Let's bring this out and power clip it inside. Okay, so I'm going to increase it like this. Okay, we are going to remove this away. So the one behind, we delete it. We send this to back by clicking on your shift and page down. So the next one I'm going to give a color will be this rectangle. So let's say let's give it this blue color here. Okay, so alright, let's see how our logo will look like. So we bring this to the back, send it to the back. Okay, so let's remove the black outline. Okay, so this should be, let's give it let's break this text by, okay, Ctrl K. So we have separated them by pressing Ctrl K. So let's give this a white color, then this also white, this white, this also white. Okay, so now there's something I want to do here again. Okay, let's remove the fill. Okay, let me go in here and ensure this is in black. Then let me create a shape over here. Okay, so I'm going to bring that over here, or let's make this over there. I'm going to fill. Okay, let's leave this over here. Let's bring this down here. So I'm going to give it a gray color, or let's see, give it a white color here. Let's see how it looks. No, it's looking bad. Okay, let's make this white, then remove the outline, then remove this outline and make this a gray color. Okay, let's see how it will look like. So this should be black. Okay, so now we have our logo design is set and done. See, our logo is looking very beautiful and